Hello, friends. In today's video, I just want to tell you a story and keep it pretty casual. I don't know about you, but I tend to have a really difficult time letting other people help me. I can give help. I can be in a transaction where I pay someone and then they help me. And so there's this exchange and a transaction. But when someone is offering their support, without me needing to prove myself, without me needing to be anything else than just who I am, letting other people help me when it's not expected or when it's going above and beyond where I'm taking maybe extra time from them is actually really hard. And which is why sometimes I find it difficult. I'm in a men's group each week that is free. There's no money. It's a co-facilitated men's group and we all do our best in co-facilitating and holding the group. And I had been feeling disconnected. I had been feeling separate. I was creating a separation and feeling like I was on the outside looking in. Maybe you can relate to that if you've ever been in certain situations where you feel like you're a little different and you're not quite fitting in. And so I was having these projections show up, and I would show up to these meetings and I would just wait for the time to be over. I was just looking forward for it to end. And the nature of these groups is speaking the judgments, speaking the issues that we're having, even if it's about the people, and especially if it's about the people in the group. And so what I did was I spoke that. I said to everyone, I said, hey, I feel like I'm not getting anything from this. I feel like I show up and I just am waiting for it to end. And the group did what the group does, is it held me. They then explored it with me. They had me go into my body and to get into the feelings that I was feeling. And as I did that, I started to share with them that I felt like I had better things to do. That was the energy that was coming up, and felt like if I am feeling this, I shouldn't really be here. If I don't want to be here, why am I here? And one of the men in the group said, and he was playing a role when he was doing this. He goes to me, he says, Lou, if you don't want to be here, we don't want you here. You have to want to be here to be here. And I thought, well, yeah, I that's what I imagined. Sure, that makes sense. However, he was playing a role. And when he realized it didn't really catch with me, he de-rolled. And he said, Lou, you are welcomed here exactly as you are right now. You are welcomed here. We accept you. We love you, even if you don't want to be here. And there was something in that that just clicked, and it opened this floodgate of emotions. It made me realize how so often in my life I feel like I need to prove myself in order to be accepted. I need to do something. I need to be a certain way in order to be accepted and loved. And what this group in this moment showed me is that I didn't, that they accepted me and welcomed me unconditionally. And I just started crying. I started crying, feeling this lightness, this healing taking place within me, because I recognize how big that narrative plays in my life. And I also recognize the opposite side, the shadow side, because if I feel like I need to prove myself to others, then often I'm feeling like others need to prove themselves to me. And so I recognized, and that was painful. It was painful to recognize the fact where I am putting that onto others. And it was such a powerful and healing experience, and reminded me why I show up to a group like this. And I share this to share a bit of my experience of my life, and to ask you if you have a place in your life where you are welcomed unconditionally, not because of what you believe, not because of what political party you are, not because of how your temperament is? Do you have a place where you can be welcomed in your anger, where you can be welcomed in your fear, when you can be welcomed when you change beliefs, even if it's different than the people around you? And it's such a powerful, powerful place to have a space that is non judgmental, that lets you be who you are as you are. And I know I try my best to, maybe I don't even try my best. I like to think that I try to go about my life in a way that is non judgmental, but I'm human and I have my projections and my judgments just like anyone. So I share this really as an invitation to both of us, to you and me, to see where we're judging others, where we're making others feel like they need to prove ourselves to us, and instead work to let go, work to be more non-judgmental, to be able to see both sides and welcome people where they are as they are. That doesn't always mean we have to like them. That doesn't mean we have to push away something that we believe in, right? There's boundaries in this. This is a longer conversation, but to just let people be as they are. And so often that's probably the most healing thing that we can do. I thank you for listening, and let me know what you thought by leaving a comment. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're just tuning in with me for the first time. I love getting a chance to share with you here. So sending you lots of love, and we'll chat soon.